Have you ever noticed someone acting a little off but couldn't figure out why? Sometimes the behaviors we see in others are silent echoes of past emotional wounds, especially from narcissistic abuse. These unusual actions may seem strange on the surface but are actually powerful coping mechanisms born from resilience and survival. In today's video, we'll explore the subtle, often misunderstood behaviors that emerge after such experiences, offering new insights to better understand and support those affected. Ready to dive in? Press 1 if you're excited to learn, or 0 if you've witnessed these behaviors before. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more eye-opening content. Imagine walking through a dark, eerie forest. Every rustle of leaves, every snap of a twig sends your senses into overdrive. Now, picture carrying that same level of hyper-awareness into your daily life. This is what hypervigilance feels like for individuals who've endured narcissistic abuse. After facing constant criticism, manipulation, and emotional unpredictability, they develop an acute sense of their surroundings, always scanning for potential threats or disapproval. It's not paranoia, it's a survival mechanism. Their minds are wired to anticipate emotional landmines, helping them avoid further harm. While this heightened state of alertness can be exhausting, it's also a testament to human resilience. These individuals have learned to navigate the world with a sensitivity that, at times, feels almost psychic. They can pick up on subtle shifts in tone, body language, or atmosphere that others might overlook. But living in a constant state of defense takes its toll, leading to anxiety, fatigue, and difficulty relaxing, even in safe environments. Recognizing hypervigilance in others is crucial. If someone seems overly alert or sensitive, consider that they may be processing past trauma. Offering a safe, supportive space can help them gradually lower their guard. Over time, with understanding and healing, they can learn to live without feeling like they're always walking through that dark forest. Imagine living every day as if you're hosting someone else's birthday party, constantly checking if everyone's comfortable, happy, and satisfied, while ignoring your own needs. This is what people-pleasing looks like for those who've experienced narcissistic abuse. After enduring unpredictable criticism and emotional manipulation, they develop a deep-seated habit of prioritizing others' happiness over their own. It's not just about being kind, it's a strategy for survival. By keeping the peace and avoiding conflict, they attempt to dodge the emotional landmines they've grown accustomed to. But people-pleasing isn't just about avoiding negative reactions, it's also about craving approval. Narcissists condition their victims to seek validation, leaving them constantly striving for that elusive nod of approval. Over time, this behavior becomes second nature, making it difficult for them to recognize or prioritize their own needs. However, there's a silver lining. The heightened ability to tune into others' emotions can be a strength when balanced with self-care. It allows for deep empathy and understanding in relationships. The key is finding that sweet spot, where making others happy doesn't come at the cost of their own well-being. With support and self-awareness, people-pleasers can learn to set healthy boundaries, reclaim their sense of self, and find joy in relationships that are mutual, not one-sided. Imagine a turtle sensing danger, it retreats into its shell, creating a safe, impenetrable space where nothing can hurt it. This is how self-isolation feels for those who've experienced narcissistic abuse. After enduring constant emotional manipulation, criticism, and unpredictable behavior, many survivors instinctively withdraw from the world. It's not that they dislike socializing or have no interest in connecting with others. Rather, isolating themselves becomes a protective shield. A way to avoid further emotional harm. Self-isolation isn't about rejecting relationships or becoming a recluse by choice, it's a survival tactic. By creating distance from people, survivors can process their experiences, heal at their own pace, and protect themselves from triggers that might reopen old wounds. The world can feel confusing, even threatening, after narcissistic abuse. Simple interactions that seem effortless for others might feel like navigating a minefield for someone who has been gaslighted or devalued. However, this retreat isn't permanent. It's a necessary pause, a time to regroup, rebuild confidence, and regain a sense of safety. With time, understanding, and support, survivors can step out of their self-imposed shells, ready to engage with the world again. They emerge stronger, with a clearer sense of boundaries and a renewed ability to form healthy, supportive relationships. Imagine playing a video game where the rules constantly change. You never know what will trigger a trap or spark an unexpected reaction. This is what life feels like for someone who's endured narcissistic abuse. And it's one of the key reasons they develop the habit of excessive apologizing. After facing relentless criticism, shifting expectations, and emotional manipulation, survivors become conditioned to say sorry for everything, even things beyond their control. It's not uncommon for them to apologize for trivial matters like the weather being gloomy, a delayed pizza delivery, or simply taking up space. This over-apologizing isn't just about politeness, it's a defense mechanism. By constantly apologizing, they hope to prevent conflict, diffuse tension, and avoid the wrath they've learned to fear. Saying sorry becomes an automatic response, a way to stay invisible or non-threatening in unpredictable environments. However, this behavior can erode self-esteem over time, making them feel undeserving or perpetually at fault. Recognizing this pattern is the first step to breaking free. With support, self-awareness, and even a touch of humor, survivors can begin to recalibrate their responses, learning when an apology is genuinely needed and when it's not. Over time, they can replace excessive apologies with confidence, embracing their right to exist without constant self-blame. Imagine standing in front of an ice cream shop, trying to choose between chocolate and vanilla, but feeling paralyzed by the decision. Now, picture that same overwhelming uncertainty creeping into every choice you make, big or small. This is the reality for many people who've endured narcissistic abuse. After years of having their opinions dismissed, their choices criticized, and their confidence chipped away, even the simplest decisions can feel like impossible tasks. For survivors, decision-making becomes a source of anxiety. They've been conditioned to second-guess themselves, fearing that any choice they make will be wrong or lead to criticism. Whether it's picking an outfit, choosing a restaurant, or making career moves, each decision feels like a potential landmine. This hesitation isn't a reflection of intelligence or ability, it's the residue of emotional manipulation and control. But here's the hopeful part: this indecision doesn't define them. With patience, support, and encouragement, survivors can rebuild their confidence one small decision at a time. Simple choices, like deciding what to eat for lunch or what movie to watch, become opportunities to reclaim their independence. Over time, each successful decision strengthens their trust in themselves. Eventually, they'll not only regain their decision-making abilities but may even become confident leaders in their own lives. Imagine replaying every conversation in your head, dissecting each word, tone, and facial expression. Wondering if you missed a hidden meaning or subtle clue. For many who have endured narcissistic abuse, this isn't just an occasional overthinking session, it's a constant, exhausting habit. After being in a relationship where words were twisted, intentions were unclear, and emotional manipulation was the norm, survivors become hyper-focused on the dynamics of their personal relationships. They scrutinize every text, every comment, fearing that they'll be blindsided or betrayed again. This obsessive behavior isn't about being nosy or insecure, it's a learned survival tactic. Narcissists often create environments filled with mixed messages and emotional unpredictability, leaving their victims questioning their own perceptions. As a result, survivors develop a heightened sensitivity to potential red flags, even in safe, healthy relationships. However, while this vigilance may have once been necessary, it can become a barrier to enjoying authentic connections. The good news: with time, self-awareness, and supportive relationships, survivors can learn to relax and trust again. They can shift from constantly analyzing every interaction to embracing the present moment. As they rebuild their sense of security, relationships become less about fear and more about genuine connection, allowing them to experience trust and intimacy without the weight of past trauma. While narcissistic abuse leaves deep emotional scars, it also forges unexpected strengths, resilience, and empathy. Imagine going through an intense obstacle course, you come out bruised. Yes, but stronger in ways you never expected. That's what survivors of narcissistic abuse experience. Despite enduring manipulation, gaslighting, and emotional upheaval, they develop an inner strength that helps them rise above adversity. This resilience isn't just about surviving, it's about learning to thrive. Even after facing life's toughest challenges, they've learned to pick themselves up, dust off their emotional wounds, and keep moving forward with a newfound sense of purpose. But perhaps the most remarkable gift is empathy. Having felt the sting of being devalued and misunderstood, survivors often develop an extraordinary ability to connect with others on a deep emotional level. They can tune into the feelings of those around them with a sensitivity that's almost intuitive. This profound empathy allows them to support, understand, and uplift others in ways that few can. While the journey through narcissistic abuse is incredibly difficult, it can transform survivors into individuals with unparalleled emotional depth and strength. They emerge not just intact, but enriched, capable of offering compassion to others and themselves. This unexpected growth is a testament to the human spirit's ability to turn pain into power and adversity into profound personal growth. Surviving narcissistic abuse isn't just about overcoming pain, it's about discovering unexpected strengths like resilience and empathy. While the journey is tough, it shapes individuals into stronger, more compassionate versions of themselves. These experiences may leave scars, but they also build wisdom, self-awareness, and the ability to connect deeply with others. Have you or someone you know exhibited any of these behaviors? How did you or they begin the healing process? Press 1 if this resonated with you, or 0 if you've seen these signs in someone else. Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more empowering content on healing and personal growth.